What would be an ideal ticket price that you'd be willing to spend to get on a train?
Train ticket. Well, I mean, I'm from Melbourne originally. I quite like their system where you pay for a 2-hour block, so you can use the trains or the buses as much as you like for 2 hours, and then after that you just get charged for the day. So I don't mind paying up to $7 if I get to use it for the whole day. I think the issue in Brisbane is you have to keep paying every time you get on them. So
What could be done to improve the cleanliness and the sanitation in public transport?
I actually think it's pretty good in Brisbane. So yeah, generally I find the trains are pretty clean and the buses are pretty clean. So
How safe do you feel on the trains here?
pretty safe.
Buses?
Yeah, I mostly catch them during the day though, so
yeah.
not really sure at night time. Yeah.
Ferries?
Ferries, yeah, pretty safe on the ferry. Yeah.
And taxis?
Taxis, yeah, I catch taxis all the time, so I feel safe in taxis.
How long do you usually wait for trains?
I have to wait for about an hour for mine, so it's a little bit of a long wait.
Buses?
I think that's usually about 40 minutes. Yeah.
Ferries?
That varies. I think it's about half an hour. Sometimes it's an hour, depending on the time of day.
And taxis?
Pretty quick for taxis. Yeah.
Why do you feel safe or unsafe on public transport?
I generally feel pretty safe because there's usually lots of other people using it. With the ferries, you've always got the person there who sells the tickets, and I guess again I don't catch it a lot late at night. So
How much do you pay a ticket to get on a train?
I actually have no idea how much it costs to catch the train. I just tap my card.
Alright, how would you describe the cleanliness of the trains?
Trains are pretty good. Sometimes there's a little bit of a graffiti, but I'm used to that. In Melbourne, there's lots of graffiti on the trains.
Buses?
Buses are always clean. I've never got on a bus that's not clean.
Ferries?
Ferries always very clean, yeah.
And taxis?
Taxis varies from taxi driver to taxi driver, yeah.
How would you describe the service in Brisbane public transport?
I think it's pretty good. It'd be nice if it was a bit more frequent. Sometimes you have to wait a while.
How accessible are all the types of transport?
There's lots of stops, so that's good. But again, frequency of services would help, yeah.
Do you believe that the public transport in Brisbane is superior to that in New York?
Never been to New York, but I think as far as travelling around Melbourne and Sydney have a better public transport system than Brisbane.
Thank you.
No problem.
Have a nice day.
You too.